The hardest part about liking Hazbin Hotel literally is the show itself. Days before the show premiered, someone commissioned a $50,000 animation of a character doing spicy acts, and before that, there was a large backlash about the original voice cast not moving on with the show. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. But the biggest critique I've seen towards Hazbin Hotel and Vivzi's work is that it's more raunch than substance. And after watching the first 4 episodes, I think those people are right. And wrong. If you haven't seen the pilot or know nothing about the show, Hazbin Hotel follows Charlie Morningstar, the Princess of Hell, and her efforts to build a hotel that will rehabilitate the sinners that go through it, as a more peaceful solution, as Hell gets overpopulated and thus receives an annual purge to kill demons. When watching at first, the characters did seem quite raunchy and irritable, with Charlie shining through as the only one I thought I'd actually care about, but with the exception of Nifty, the main cast have proven to be strong and worthy of connecting to. Based on the first 4 episodes that were released, Nifty has only been portrayed as pain-loving, edgy, adorable but deadly, and I figured that Hazbin Hotel would just be a lot of that.
Sometimes I kill mother bugs in front of their children as a warning to others. Yay, pain!
So, clap if you've ever wanted to kill somebody.
Raunchiness is like ketchup. I never want it by itself, it doesn't go with everything, and when it's paired with something that's bad, it doesn't help at all. You need the right people in the kitchen, chefing up something great for raunchiness to work. And I'm sure Nifty at some point will get her own episode. There are 8 episodes in this season, but she stands in as a great example so far for when the show veers into awkwardly putting in swearing or pain in replacement of substance. It doesn't really give the effect it's aiming for often.
So I was playing this gig, and for some fucking reason, this virtue chick was digging on the drummer, and it's like, do you know who I am? I'm fucking Adam. I'm the original Dick. All dicks descend from me. You think you want drummer dick? No way. I'm the dick fucking master.
And it's like, alright my guy, we get it. Obviously your mileage may vary, but it makes me understand the criticism that the show gets sometimes, that it places raunch in place of substance, and it feels like it's grabbing the lowest hanging fruit, because there's so much potential the show has when it steps away from being raunchy for raunchiness sake, like with one of my favorite characters so far. But before I show you the clip, speaking of hell, have you ever wondered what it smells like? Exactly, you don't want to smell like hell, that's never a good thing, and that's why Scentbird has you covered. Literally, why spend $50,000 on the commission of Charlie Morningstar chasing you down, pinning you to a bed, and doing demonetized stuff when you can have the Charlie of your dreams by having the perfect scent? Imagine trying a new designer fragrance every month, picking favorites, looking good, and not breaking the bank to do so. Plus, you get absolute freedom to pick what you want. There is no surprises. You don't want to spend the average salary of Arkansas to draw yourself with the girl of your dreams, do you? Now, he might have had a better chance with Charlie with the 600 options to try, from the biggest branches, Gucci, Prada, Versace, or even indie labels such as Skylar, Confessions of a Rebel, or Heretic. You get a 30-day supply to try them out before committing to a full-size bottle. Now imagine if you had this hassle-free experience. This may be a reality, or at least you'd have the self-confidence to pursue your dreams too. You deserve a fragrance that matches your vibe, and Scentbird and I have you covered. So use my coupon code, JSHOW, to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. There's a link in the description and a pinned comment. Now let's get to one of my favorite characters so far.
Show yourselves, Alistair! Come and face it! Oh, there you are. Face my wrath!
This is Serpentious, and he's awesome. He's shown to be a very mid-tier, bottom-tier villain who wants to command respect but doesn't have what it takes to get it. We see him have an embarrassingly one-sided rivalry with the radio demon Alistair, who doesn't really remember who he is in the first place. He has that comically undeserved confidence that makes him fall flat on his face like a Doofenshmirtz or a Ranky Snake, and he joins the hotel under false pretenses, proving to everyone why he's so incompetent in under a day when he gets caught being a spy.
Do us a favor. If they don't kill you, go ahead and do it yourself, you miserable failure!
Just make it quick, I guess. Not that I deserve it.
You get to see that all he wanted was respect, and all Charlie wants is to prove that sinners can be redeemed. When you step away from the raunch and get into the goal of Charlie and how Serpentious gets in the way of that, there's a cool story here. In fact, there's a lot of great stories here. Getting back to Adam's speech earlier, Charlie isn't taken seriously because she's incredibly nice and sweet, and the world around her and seemingly above her are quite loud and obnoxious. This plays into her character arc of being the daughter of Lucifer, which you would imagine would naturally command her respect, but outside of Vaggie, everything for her has been an uphill battle.
I love you guys. Like, really love you.
Gotcha.
Within Scrambled Egg, she's shown to want to do trust exercises to bring the patrons of the hotel together in bonding. We'd see throughout the first 4 episodes that they are quite irritated with each other, given that Serpentius came in as an adversary, and Vaggie doesn't really trust him. Angel Dust and Husk have their own rocky dynamic of not communicating that well with each other. Vaggie and Alistair rarely see eye to eye. Serpentius and Angel Dust literally fight with each other in the 2nd episode. It's a lot for the Princess of Hell to handle, and it gets to her. And Vaggie.
I'm supposed to make your dreams a reality. I'm supposed to protect you. I'm supposed to never fail you.
You didn't fail me. Vaggie, you're not...
If I can't help you, what's the point of me?
Vaggie, don't say that.
This scene probably won me over for Vaggie because up to that point she's been very snarky, closed off, swearing like a sailor, and again, when they push this in front of you, you can't help but get numb to how raunchy the show gets sometimes. Just as how the pressure gets to Vaggie, we see another storyline that I think is my favorite to watch so far, and it ironically involves the first time we see Charlie break.
What makes you think you can treat him like that?
Charlie, just stop.
Angel, what are you talking about?
Charlie, leave.
But...
So Charlie is mad because she just experienced Angel Dust getting reprimanded by Valentino, his boss. Up to this point, Angel Dust has been a persistently obnoxious flirt, often under the influence, who takes pride in his work, but no one else really seems to care too much about it. He bothers Husk a lot within the show, wanting to seduce him, but that doesn't seem to work.
Kitten's got claws. Meow.
Don't get me started. I see right through you and all this bullshit and how fake you are.
Oh, me? Fake? Wow, I had no idea.
You see Angel Dust rapidly switch between being confident and forward with his advances to incredibly defensive and on the edge of crying. And it's clear that his unstable and volatile personality comes from his line of work. We get a peek in the 4th episode where his job demands a lot from him, he can't escape it because he's under contract, and he hates thinking about it so much that he allows people to do whatever they want to him for escapism. To me, this is where the raunch can really work, because while it is about adult entertainment and them showing his work was not something I thought I'd be seeing, we see themes of depression, sex, self-worth, drugs, alcohol, and autonomy explored in a very engaging way. His storyline also brings out Husk, who connects with him through showing that he also made a bad deal that he regrets to this day, bringing their small storyline ahead.
I'm so sorry, Angel. I promise I won't ever
Charlie, it's fine. I get it. Thanks for caring about me.
I'm literally on the edge of my seat to see how they conclude this storyline in season 1, and it's because of what they attach to it, not what's shown at the surface level. Then above this, we have the war between Alistair, the overlords of hell, and the murdered angel. We see at the end of the 1st episode that an angel has died, and Adam doesn't want the inhabitants of hell to know that, as if they believe they can rise up, that can be an all-out war. We learn in later episodes that Carmilla, this person here, is responsible for the death of said angel, but she's not proud of it.
The veiled angel. 'Twas by thy hand, was it not?
Let's not talk about it. Mom, maybe he should know. Nobody should know. I did what I had to do.
This serves as the overarching arc revolving around the world of Hazbin, and while I am the least interested in this aspect of the 3 storylines shown so far, it is still pretty decent. So when you break it down, the show is good, but I want to speak about something deeper than the show. When we all grew up, the shows we watched on television were just of their network. Most people didn't grow up knowing Butch Hartman, Craig McCracken, Jendy Tarkovsky, or Steven Hillenburg. We thought Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney. There was a larger degree of separation because social media didn't exist in the form it is now. However, with Vivzi's work and the work of other independent creators, the degrees of separation get smaller and smaller. This creator can reply to you now. You can see every public thought they have. Their opinions and political views and associations matter towards the enjoyment of the show for many people. Now, I've never interacted with Vivzi, so I'm not gonna make any judgment on her character, but I think about how hypothetically, let's say I didn't like Craig of the Creek, which I do, I highly doubt Matt Burnett is going to care. I don't remember Lucy, the daughter of the devil, getting an emotionally charged fan base for the content it portrayed. Yet, just like with Steven Universe back in the day, if you aren't passionately defending it or hating its existence, then the haters and stans equally hate you. When do we get to this point where if you like certain shows, you have to wear it as your identity? Thanks to Scentbird for the sponsorship. Check them out with the links down below. Oh, and before I forget, if anyone wants a commission of my character hunting them down for my affection, the fee starts at 100K.